Well, here can I copy my Borsky. Well, green the video of God, but I'm not gonna read anything from any Bible or from any P. Well, you see, my Borsky stuff because everything God will wrong about is how God thinks. Yeah, well, yeah, it's how he got, but it doesn't actually mean he's good. You can my against my boy. Against God has an exception. And he has an exception for mostly but some going to give him an exception. He is a person too, so he could change his opinion about anything he wants because he wrote every word he said is in the Bible. But it doesn't mean just because it's in the Bible, it doesn't mean he can't add or alter what he said. He's the only one who actually alter what he says because we try to do we actually can't. And my boss supposedly I go with what he said. He might listen to me because he said, oh, I found my way to God. And he also said, I followed my boy, something like that. Might not say exactly the same way he did, but I'll try to say it close. Again, he says, I can't listen to my boy or sister again while I argue with him. Well, I don't need him to listen to me. Been years since I don't trust me, and that's because he always chooses his friends before me. Even when I used to thinking nothing bad about him, he always chose his friends over me. So guess what? When he started to talk bad about him, I started to do the same. Who's actually not do? But actually haven't done in a while. Also, I'm not really talking bad about him for people to hate him. Again, just because I want people to choose by themselves who they want to be friends with it or friends with, and who they don't want to be friends with. Well, God knows everything. He sees everything. He knows what I guess not compare what my brother did. I'm not saying I never claim to be. I'm not saying I'm a victim. But look, I have never done drugs. Check my hands. Your cuts. And I'm not afraid to show my hands. But if you ever see my brother, you can see him most of the time with jacket covering all his cuts. Because he doesn't want people to know he cuts himself. Supposedly, people who do this say they do it to take stress out. I tried once, but for some reason my skin is uncuttable. And going really gets cuts is when I cut myself once. I actually means it doesn't mean I'm using it. It means I just fall and somehow I have a cut, or I wake up somehow. But I only get once because I wanted to see how it kind of feel. I tried twice because I get a second day and broke my shirt, so I can't share how I'm not doing. Again, I sent a picture of to my, and it was my ex who opened the snap. It was her mom. So that was kind of embarrassing. But I was gonna get what I get, especially gonna get what my work. Because mine was on 2 days, and yeah, it's still bad. But doing it for the rest of your life. But it's not all his fault. He kind of learned that from my mom. Because my mom used to try to cut herself every time I beat her ass. My dad's not innocent. That's why I hate when he tries to lecture us when he has done bad stuff too. He has abused me for 11 years. He cares more about the law of the USA than the law of Jesus. Yes, in the law of USA says you get hit to your kids. Even 18 is the last chance you get to hit. Or in Mexico, they say if you hit your kids, you go to jail. But I'm not sure how this is gonna be. We don't have the same law for here. I know US and Mexico have different laws. Some laws of US I do prefer, some laws of Mexico I prefer, but I still don't like Mexico that much. Even if my parents are Mexican and I was born here, I consider myself more American than Mexican. But I've never actually considered myself Mexican. That's why when everyone tells me, I just say I'm Hispanic. I don't really say, I'm half Mexican, half Mexican. It's really rare for me to say that. Also, believing in God is not seeing. It's just knowing He's there. Not because someone says He's not there, it doesn't mean He isn't. And you could curse Him out how many times you want. It doesn't affect Him. Not gonna get hurt His feelings. He'll just be disappointed when you say them. Because He might have a guess what kind of person you might become if you don't hurt you find it correct. Again, my boy has got to tell me, I hope you find God. Man, I have found God before you. I'm 21. I was born before you. Also, of all the people in my house, I kind of want who acts like he believes in God more. Because if my dad actually believed in God, he wouldn't have hit me for 11 years. And if my mom had believed in God, she would have divorced my dad a long time ago. And if my sister believed in God, she would have known what I'm saying is more true than what Sebastian is saying. But she used to think, oh, Sebastian's my little boy, I believe whatever he says. Because again, people like ourselves get manipulated by Sebastian. I'm not saying Sebastian's a bad person, but I'm not going to call him a good person here. It's because the problem is Sebastian is the way he acts because of my dad's fault. Because my dad and my aunt are going to teach us all the cuss words. And can say when you hit your kids, that doesn't show them to behave better. That shows them to be more aggressive and want to listen to their parents less. That's why I remind you, if you're about to be a dad, never hit two kids. Even if your parents get it to you. My dad just used to excuse his mom get it to him. And guess what? He get it to us. Really, violence does not really solve nothing. Hating your kids will not make them better. It will just make them into bad people. But people think it's okay to hate your kids. Even if the US says it's okay. Technically, by the law of God, it's not okay. Also, by the law of God, you should never do drugs near. Even if they're not real drugs. Breaking pills and using them like fake drugs is still considered drugs because pills are still considered drugs. Even if they're not actually real drugs. Because there's two different kinds of drugs. One you drink to feel better and one you go to go high. The one you use to go high is not really good. Because you could become a stupid person. No offense, like my boy or so. Because my boy got this because he found a way to make his own drugs, it'd be okay to consume. Also, there's a difference of me and him. One time he was dumb enough to buy weed. Again, he took it to a skate park. And someone stole his weed and $5. Personally, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying of the family people who live in this house, I'm the least bad of all of them. Yes, I have got myself in trouble many times, but you know who has got himself in trouble even more than me? Sebastian. And think about it, my sister's older than me. She has skipped school many times when she was in Pine. And yes, I did skip them too, but so far, since I came to high school, I really haven't skipped them much. Well, the time I did skip, it was 5 days, and that was kind of my dad's fault. Because instead of talking the problems out, he called the cops on me. Instead of trying to understand us, he just called the cops on me, Sebastian. Sebastian was actually the first one. And him was many times more compared to me because he went to Western Springs, Reno behavior or something. And mine was only like one time. And wow, instead of trying to talk with me, he just called the cops on me. So, more reasons for me to not really like my own dad. Well, you see, if you have a chance to solve the problems without getting the cops involved, then you should try to talk it out with your kids first. Also, God says He is coming soon, but something my boy doesn't know is soon doesn't mean He's coming really, really soon. It's just what people say. Soon I'll be there. Soon I'll be. It's like when a movie comes out. I'm not saying God's like a movie. I'm just saying it's similar. Because when you see a movie, it says coming soon, but again it tells you the year. So it's actually not coming soon enough. And when he comes, it will be when God chooses, not because a video says it. You could believe what videos say, but not everything you see in videos are actually completely true. Videos could be fake too, and could give you fake information. The only way to prove confirmation is real is choose your own religion. It doesn't care if your parents don't like a religion you're part of. Choose your own. Believe what you want to believe. But don't twist the words just because you believe what you believe. I'm not saying I'm a better person than anyone, but of my family, yes, I am a better person than everyone. Of people out the world, there's probably people way better than me. But guess what? Guess I never do good games who look like bad games. I never do bad games who look like good games. Not sure how that captures mix. Also, the law of the U.S. is a little bit I only beat my guy's ass one time and I got arrested. He beat my ass more than one time and he never do nothing about it. So I'm actually starting to like hate the laws a little bit. Well, if they ever change them, they should change them where if your parents ever hit you in the past, they should go to jail. But right now it wouldn't be a good deal for my guy to go to jail because if he goes to jail, he is not coming back to the USA. He's going straight to Mexico. Because he does not have papers like I do. The difference of me, if I get arrested, I get to stay in the USA. If he arrests, bye-bye, back to Mexico. So actually, for my guy, it would be stupid if he gets something bad. Because he will not come, they will not let him free. He will be get parted. Because I was in prison, and when I was there, someone who was from Mexico could say if you pay to get free, you're not coming back to the US, you're going straight to where you came from. Well, you see, it's not great to cross the border without papers. I understand there's people who need help, and getting by going to the USA is the best choice, but it's technically also a crime. Because you're going to a country who doesn't belong to you. So yeah, I understand the reason people do it is a good reason, but it's also dumb to do it. Because you're risking people getting killed because you're crossing the border. Because we're also risking criminals from Mexico coming to the USA. And if people keep crossing, we're going to have dangerous people in our country too. We're going to have a lot of good people too, but crossing the border is never a good choice. You should try to get your papers in Mexico and then come to the USA. It's not easy. I know that. You just need to keep trying. But first, wait wherever you are. And if they let you come to US, welcome to the US. If they don't let you come, stay wherever you are. I know everyone deserves the American dream. But you should, if you're going to get the American dream, you should get the correct way. Not the way who might risk your life. Or risk the life of your own kids. I think God would probably think a little different. But God helps you with whatever He can. He's not going to overpass it. Because say everything you have wished for, He's doing it, but He's doing it slow. Not slow enough, but not fast enough. You just need to... Look, to be clear, I have tried to change my eye to the best I can. But when my dad or my brother think they know better than me, it's kind of hard. Because you shouldn't blame people, but people always blame me, so... My dad thinks because he's older than me, he knows more about me. Yeah, about stuff. If he was in Mexico, he'd probably be correct. He knows more about Mexico than I do. But in the US, I know more than he does. Because the difference is, I'm not gonna get what he get. I'm going to college. I'm not gonna be like my guy who skipped college. I'll find my way to go to college, whatever it takes. Why? Be a lazy ass and let my parents take care of me like he get? I'm not saying. Well, right now he's lazy because he's practically paralyzed. He can barely even walk. And that's actually good because he can't try to hit me anymore because he's injured. I'm not saying I want him to stay paralyzed forever, but I don't want him to ever walk again. Because if he walks again, he might go back to being his old self. And that's a risk I can't really take. But again, if gay is not up to me, it's God's choice. Also, how will you feel if your guy has hit you for 11 years and he has never apologized to you for hating you? I don't like my guy. I don't like my brother. Because my brother, I used to trust him. I used to believe everything he said. But again, because he started believing whatever people say, I stopped trusting him. Again, Sebastian tried to manipulate people, turn them against each other. And sadly, my guy is dumb enough to believe what Sebastian says. Because instead of being my side, he always chose being Sebastian's side. When I was his first boy kid. I was the first man kid he had. So he should have paid attention to me a little bit more. But he didn't. And I was his first son who was a boy. Sebastian was his last kid. Also, if you think about it, if I wasn't born, Sebastian will never be born. Because for the youngest kid to be born, the oldest kid has to be born first. I'm the oldest of the boys. My sister is older, but she doesn't act like it. She goes to parties and she doesn't come home until ever she wants to. And she does the same thing Sebastian does. She doesn't really ask for permission. And when she does, she still breaks the time of coming back. It's really rare for her to keep the time to tell her to come back. And Sebastian, he chooses really bad choices for his friends. He chose Noah, Micah, Phony, Aaron. Well, Phony's not really that bad compared to Noah. But except Phony used to be my friend. We used to talk about Sebastian, not really in a good way. Luckily, Rick and I have told you about Sebastian right now views. Also what I have told him. So he kind of betrayed my trust. Because he started to believe more what Sebastian said against me. When I was telling more of the truth against Sebastian. And then Noah did the same thing. Well, Noah actually, I don't trust Noah anymore because Noah was talking bad about God. Look, the Bible says the Son of God, not the daughter of God. So if you could kind of read the title, you could kind of guess what gender God is. Because if you have seen so far, there has been no Bibles or movies where it's called the daughter of God. The skin color, I actually don't have a clue what he is. He could be black, white, Chinese, Greco. I don't actually know what skin color God is. And hopefully I get to meet him, but that might be difficult. Yes, I have done bad choices in my life. But none of the bad choices are compared to the ones everyone in my family has done. Sebastian, Anna, Felipe, Anna Maria. The only one who's innocent in this house is Scrappy. Because, dogs don't really have the fault of what they're doing. They need to be trained well. And with the kind of family I have, Scrappy is kind of hard to train him to be a good boy. Because Scrappy sees how we act every day. And I think Scrappy is disappointed when he sees us act bad. Scrappy is actually a good boy. Except because he is lazy like his uncle. sleeps too much, eats whenever he wants, eats too much, walks whenever he wants. Practically almost a copy of Sebastian, but he's a good copy. Again, God says you shouldn't judge people, but it gets kind of difficult when people judge you for the mistakes you have done. Again, they have the right to. You shouldn't, that's correct, but if people judge you, it's kind of hard to stop. You could try and work, it will work eventually. Eventually you'll stop doing the same thing they're doing to you. Again, there's people who think just because you also have done mistakes, you're a bad person. And yeah, there's a 50 chance it could be right, 50 chance it could be wrong. But you might be surprised because if that person you don't like might be the person who saves your life one day. That's up to God, not up to us. Also, I'm not like Sebastian who deletes the videos and then tries to remake them. I just get on the same one, and if it doesn't come out well, I'll just add more words to the video. Look, I do this every day, especially if I see the cross twice or even if I see it once. Because I'm trying to prove my loyalty to God, but some people are making it different. My brother says he wants me to trust him, but it's kind of hard for me to trust him when he's still talking to Shauna. And Shauna's talking about his own brother. He doesn't care about stepping up for his family or making people respect the honor of his family. Sebastian's the kind of person who would let them talk bad about his own family. And guess what? He's practically letting Shauna fucking do. He's not stopping her. He's still talking to her like if she hasn't done nothing to her family. I would have trusted Sebastian more if he would have stopped talking to Micah, Noah, Phony, Shauna. Because problems you have with your family stays in your house. You shouldn't be telling them to them. And if you do, don't complain when other people do the same to you. Because this rivalry game started with me. The rivalry started with first. Because me and Sebastian, when my dad used to hit, we were always on the same side. But again, Sebastian started to do stupid shit. And I stopped being on his side. And I guess I prefer to listen to what my friends say against my own film. Because he get it first. I know, doesn't care who get it first. Or who get what. Just explaining how him and me started to not really like each other. Again, every time he always tried to hit our family. Even my dad tried to hit some of our family too. And sometimes there were both of them where I had to step in to stop them. Because I'm the only one who's strong enough to be my dad, beat Sebastian. And I have beat Sebastian 13 times. So Sebastian's in a losing record right now. And my dad, I already got a little bit of payback. And payback is actually not good, so I'm not proud of it. But for the first time ever, I got to beat my dad's ass. Well, that's the reason I got arrested, so. I didn't get arrested for attacking Sebastian. Because I practically could kick Sebastian's ass because he's 18. When he's 19, I can't kick his ass anymore. And I will get arrested for kicking his ass in there. But guess what, Sebastian goes, I don't like the stupid rule of the US, where if you're 18, you can still get your ass beat. But if it's part of the law, I won't use it if I don't have to. I won't use it because I want to. If I use it, it would be for self-defense. And if he goes over control. Just one time, he was about to almost do something against to my mom, and I had to step in to stop him. Also, what I got arrested for compared to what Sebastian got arrested is not really the same. Well, now I might have to be careful what I say because my words. Well, Sebastian got arrested for hating my mom. I got arrested for hating my dad. But what he get is worse than what I get. So, just say you always believe in God even when you're having a bad day, God's always scared for you. You just need to believe without seeing. It's okay if people can believe if he's real or not, but not just because someone believes he's not real doesn't make him not real. He's real even if you think he isn't. But yeah, never stop believing what you believe. Don't twist what God says. Don't manipulate what he says. Don't let people talk bad about you, but don't overdo it. That means don't talk bad about people if they don't do it first. And you shouldn't actually even good if you could do. But if you have a reason to, that should be a good reason too. But you shouldn't actually do it just because other people do it first. And they say it doesn't really care who's real. Well, I hope people see this being out the truth. I am not a bad person. I mean, I'm not a bad guy. I'm sorry. If someone would be a bad guy, it would be Suresh. Or my God. Not me. I'm not innocent. I have done stuff I even hurt people's feelings I never meant. But the difference me. Not just because I have a bad day, I'm gonna stop believing in God or cussing. So, hopefully one day my boss was talking to that girl, we can fix our relationship, but into that, our relationship will never be perfect. Because he get used to ask me how I could fix it, and God would be going away. He could try to fix it if he stopped talking to her. Also, for people who doesn't know, she's my ex. And exes always talk bad about you. Even if they mean it or don't mean it. Well, she means it right there. She called me pervert, but not because she says it means I am. Pervert? Ooh. Well, there's two guys. Guys who are good also look at girls. But guys who are over good. They look at girls, but it's something you're not supposed to look. Like ASS. Grasses. That's not good. I used to do that, but I don't. But it wasn't because I was poor, I just couldn't resist or stop it for some reason. I could if I wanted, but I can't. Because I used to kind of be like my brother, who didn't care about, would do whatever he's want. People think I can whatever I want, but I don't do whatever I want. I do what I can. Who does whatever he wants to say? Him, not me. I try to fix everything I can, but people make it hard too. But I know eventually I'll be able to get, and hopefully before. Someone who's claiming he found God. Because I found God way before I used to go to church more than him. Again, I stopped for a while. Again, I especially stopped when he started to have classes. And I can watch videos with God every day. He only watches them when he finds them. I'll search for someone. I can't even search for them. It disappear. But I know God's way. And I know God's hope. Everything we're asking for, he's good, but it's gonna take his time. So yeah, God bless you all. I hope you're having good. Not because I say this means Cabegos. Trying to see if there's anything else, I guess. And if you read the Bible, yeah, everything the Bible says true, but it doesn't mean he can't change his mind, like I said before. Everyone has the right to change your mind. And if someone says you can't change your mind, he's wrong. And people have said God doesn't like gay people or lesbian people. But one, God is right about everything, but not about gay and lesbian. Not because someone's gay or lesbian, you should send it to hell. It shouldn't actually be a crime, even if God considers it. I don't think he does, but if he did, he should change his mind back. Gay or lesbian, I support gays and lesbians. Well, are you going to take me to hell just for supporting gays and lesbians? You can't. But I support if you like men and men. If you're a man who likes men, or who likes women, or women who likes both, or men who likes both, I support you. But personally, I would prefer being straight. But I'm not joking with you for your preferences. No one should exercise you for any of your preferences. Not even God has the right to do it. I know he might get pissed about me saying that, but everyone has the right to who you love. Love is love. Love isn't blind. Love chooses who he thinks is the best for you. So it shouldn't be really up to anyone who you love. It should be up to you. And to you only. Well, if God's getting me a person for you, even if you guys keep having your ups and downs, if that person was made for you, he's the best choice, or she probably end up together eventually. This might take a while. To that person realizes what you get wasn't actually what you meant to get, or what you said wasn't actually what you meant. Well, yeah. I think I might call this video Bible of. I'm not sure if calling a Bible with me will actually make God mad, so I'm not sure. Maybe the Bible of the truth, I could call it. Well, I have walked my dog, and I bet you she started walking him again to help my mom more. But my brother says he has went to school with my mom, and he's bragging when I went to school with her, even more than he has, because all the years I went compared to 1 year, I think I could say. But one step at a time. First, fix everything go wrong. 2, maybe get my expects, or maybe not. Doesn't really care about one that much. 3, find a home to live, but I'm not going to live in your parents. 4, it's not bad, but I'm not gonna be one of those kids. 4, find a high school whose best choice. Because Reno University, UNR was always my dream to go, even before my boy one. Well, he might say it first, but not because I can't say something, doesn't mean he said it first. I just prefer to keep everything on Sunday morning. And when I do, I normally record small parts or 10 minutes where it says about what we're thinking about. And also, I'm kind of a shy person, so telling a girl I like, it's never easy. Because I normally never want to make friends with girls. But I have gone the opposite when I said I was never going to. And every time I love a different girl, my love is real. It doesn't change. And 2, I find someone who I think is better than her. Well, when you love someone, you always choose them over everyone, and you can't do that further. Means you never actually get love. Because you should be able to scan up your parents to everyone and not let yourself get manipulated. You always believe what the person you love is. And if you don't see them do something, again, you have no reason to not believe. If you can see them do what people say they do, you have no reason to believe on that people. And not just because someone hurts you, it doesn't mean they actually love you. They're just going, a way to love you. Because maybe they never has experienced gay. Even when they have lost experience. Because people who break a lot, boys or girls, are just 10 times 11, 20. I never meant to break her heart, but there's really not that much I could do to fix it if she got some of them. Just fix something, 2 people had to talk. And if only one is trying to talk, I'm going to one. She never has to talk. That's good. Because you have the right to choose who to talk to and who not. But good. So it's never easy to forget. But you should always forget them for what they get to. Even if you guys never see eye to eye again, or you guys ever become friends again. But don't be one of those people who believe rumors of people without seeing it yourself. If someone records then that's proven. But if someone refuses to show you the proofs, means they don't have proofs, or you're just getting in trouble because they believe more God is gender than what you say. Well, you should care what gender you are. You should believe it just depending how you act. And don't forget sometimes how people act. It's not always because they make it, but sometimes they're having a terrible. And they just take it out on the wrong persons. It doesn't make us bad persons just because we do one or two agreements. It makes you a bad person if there's something you can't really fix. Like raping, yeah, you think that would be the most difficult thing to fix a relationship. Especially if you were going for rape. Well, I haven't raped anyone. You could even test my blood say not raping. Because if I get would have the scuff of the victim on my skin or cuts of the victim. But the truth should come out eventually. Sooner or later, the truth should come out to the right. Oh, everything I can, everything showing, everything. All of us are going to have a lot of people complaining to us. How everything will have a and so more back and she says more it'll prove she's a bad person. Less bad answers, more chances goes to me being. Even if someone believes you're not a good person, you can say whatever you want, you know who you are. You do what you do. You're not denying it. Of course, if it's good teachers, I always deny. Hopefully you're going to choose to watch this video accurately if I do. Yeah, I got a lost of that. Yeah, I hope if her heart ever becomes good again, you will forgive. Because forgiving means if you're a good person trying to be good, you will always forgive your exes, your family, friends, enemies, anyone who has ever hurt. Eventually I'll forgive other people I have hurt. I'm gonna do one by one and I'm getting it slow. But hopefully I do it all before he comes. For the Lord, let's see. Let's God dying the cross for all of us be forgiven for our sins. Sins is practically on our way of same mistakes. If we can't fix anything, it means God died for no reason. His sacrifice was for He gave it for no reason if we can come a compromise. You should realize God has a purpose for all of us, so you should all stop trying to kill yourselves or hurt yourselves. Recognize and never commit suicide. Suicide will give you a free ticket to hell. If you think suicide would be the best choice, and wishing you wasn't born would be the best choice, it will not be. If you wasn't born, you will never get your chance to know who you will become. And if you become suicide, you don't know what you could have become because you already boom dead. Also, never give death threats to people. I get at least 3 times to my ex, and that wasn't good. Well, I didn't really mean them, but school don't do them. And one time I did get caught by my birth certificate, I shouldn't have done. And I just made up a story where it said she did it first, and she can't actually do it. But she did talk bad about me first, so yeah, don't do that. Only if you want a second free ticket to hell. Well, I was about to almost earn, but look, I stopped in time. Also, never rip the papers or read the stuff of anyone. I found the box of my ex and I got by ripping the papers to make teachers want to switch her out of class because they want to make her think her stuff hard now. Same thinking I was talking I'm less suspicious. Manny was also suspicious because he has also been talking bad about her behind her back. So a piece of good iron getting I said to her face. Only when she hears it, she confronts him, but if she doesn't hear him, she will believe he didn't say it. Oh yeah, don't say stuff if it's not true. Only say stuff about them if it's actually true. But not because you made some stuff about it doesn't mean everything else you say isn't true. Of course, it makes it difficult for people to choose to believe because getting right is the same, like the same car you do. But I'm not an narcissist because she is. Because someone who says get burned their phone or broken, that's being a narcissist. And that's your straight up guy is a narcissist. Because a real person will not break a phone. They'll just maybe cancel it and maybe give it to someone else and get a new one. Not break it and get a new one. Yeah. This stuff only an artist is doing. I should calling her an artist. I have purpose to try to make her mad. Because I stopped trying to be nice and try to fix her problem. Because she didn't even want to fix me. So it wasn't no point of me trying anymore. I can't fix it if someone doesn't let me fix it. But yeah, gonna call them an artist even if they are. I don't have proof she is, but I don't have proof she is singing. And people don't have proof she is or is singing, so go to figure out she could be. Because sometimes some kids become like your parents. And she guesses her girl was an artist who used to grow her hair and drink alcohol too much. And again, that's the reason his wife, his mom, her mama, my ex, divorced him. Well, he's lost. He could have a perfect relationship, but he messed up the same way, but I messed up in a good way. Because he probably hurt my ex even more than I did, so I'm not that bad if you want to compare me to him. Also, if he's making his son become almost like him, that's actually being a terrible guy. Because your parents should always want for the best for you. So your parents should never hit you, raise a hand on you. They should let you choose who you want to become by yourself. But sadly, if our parents are being best samples for us, there's a chance kids might become like them too. And it's really not the kids' fault. Even the parents try to reverse it, say, oh, just because we do something, you guys don't have to do it. Yeah, we don't, but you guys don't make it easy for us if we see you do it. So, always point God first. Again, the person you love second. And if you have kids, your kids will become your new second, and your husband or wife become your girl. And if you have a God, God will always be for. Well, if you never get married, then God will probably be your first. If you got married, probably be your second, and you never have kids, be your, well, yeah, kids would be your four. If your kids move out, they'll still get bigger. And your dog will be before. Yeah. So I recommend to watching a God movie. Not all of them are fake, so real. So make sure you find the correct ones who tell you everything I told you, or even stuff I haven't told you. We got my make this in series, so it's called Book of Truth Part 1 or Chapter 1. Good chapter because I have never called them. So just have to get a lot out of my system. Maybe I'll continue telling you about my love story one day. I'll make track or two about my love story. Got the Book of Truth. And then continue Book of Grief. And oh, maybe one. I could go north. First, Book of Truth. Then love, Book of Truth. Love, Book of Truth. Maybe I could go there. I never let people manipulate you and tell you something about you. Choose by yourself and choose who you want. Be friends with them. Don't just because someone tells you you do. Maybe they're trying to protect you, but they could also be lying to you. That's why we shouldn't believe rumors if we don't see them ourselves. We need facts to prove those rumors. And if we have no facts, because rumors will always be rumors. This goes for you, Leo. Sebastian. someone else. Freyu, Jacob, Cass, Zachary, Miss Minage, Perry, Amy, Sammy, Miss. I forgot there was a game of a teacher who had great. Miss Ree, Principal, everyone just watch this video, he's still good. But it could be someone else and he could be watching this video differently compared to the year I actually posted. Also, it might take a while to post because the video is too long. So. Well, you won't care to know about it because it will already be posted by the time you see it. So yeah. And yeah, there was a time where I almost stopped believing God, and I guess if my younger cousin come back to life today, or we guess I won't believe him. But technically, again, Curse Malner. And I'm probably against all these couples in like great days. Now for like 12, 8, 9 years. Because I realized I can't force God to do stuff he doesn't want to. Because he is all powerful, mighty. He chooses or he gives us what he gives. And when he gives us. And you know he won't bring people up together even if he can't. But you forget who would be the person you want to spend time with just one day. Even if you're visiting them out, even if you're visiting you on Earth. Who would you want it to be? Me would be my favorite one. And if I can remember anything else I haven't forgot, I should tell you guys in the next video. Also, if you heard me cussing, don't do that because cussing is. I used to never cuss a lot until I met my ex because before I met her, I usually cuss up. Now because of her, I started cussing more even when I was in a relationship with her or not in a relationship. So thank you a lot for teaching me to cuss. Thank you now. And also she says he doesn't care. She says, well, people shouldn't go to cussing protest going to hell, but depends how much you have cuss. And if it's 50 ghosts, yeah, probably hell. And for 19 years, not that much. But it's going okay to cuss just because your parents do, or because someone tells you it's not bad. Again, I also scarred because Aaliyah wouldn't stop cussing, even when I told her I didn't like hearing people cuss. So yeah, that's all for today, everyone.